Hey guys, thank you for watching the SlatRock channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon to get notified every time we post a new video. And if you've already done so, just make sure that it's still active. Today we present you with 13 times WWE superstars dressed up to mock other superstars. Number 13. Kurt Angle as John Cena. The Miz may have played a hilarious John Cena in 2017, but years before the A-lister ever stepped foot in WWE, Kurt Angle was showing off his own acting chops. During a feud between the Olympian and Cena in 2003, Angle appeared on the October 16th edition of SmackDown, decked in Cena's attire from his time as the Doctor of Thugonomics. The segment gets even funnier when a little person dressed as Angle confronts the Hall of Famer, and the two berated and belittled Big Match John. While the WWE Universe may have been laughing, one person who didn't see the funny side was Cena himself, who marched to the ring to confront the pair. Despite his best effort though, Cena would get overpowered by the two as Angle proves not only to be one of the funniest superstars, but also one of the most gifted. Number 12. Rated RKO as Degeneration X. When Edge was prevented from regaining the WWE Championship in 2006 by DX, the Rated R superstar was rightly infuriated. Teaming with Randy Orton, who himself had issues with both Shawn Michaels and Triple H, the pair aimed to ruin DX, both in matches and out of them. Appearing on the October 16th edition of Monday Night Raw, the team of Rated RKO poked fun at the two legendary superstars. Orton, dressed as the Heartbreak Kid, clutched his back, mocking Michaels' retirement in 1998, while Edge made fun of the iconic Triple H entrance by choking on water. The duo were very pleased with themselves until the real DX showed up, with Orton challenging his old mentor to a match. Meeting in the main event, it was Triple H who emerged victorious, putting an end to the cheap imitations. Number 11. Tyler Breeze as Nikki Bella. Tyler Breeze prides himself on being one of the most handsome stars in the WWE, and it's clear that Nikki Bella is one of the most beautiful women in recent history. But when you put the two together, the result wasn't as attractive, as Breeze dressed as the former Divas champion during the March 21, 2017 edition of SmackDown Live. Appearing as Breezy Bella, the former NXT star mimicked Nikki's entrance to a T, and accompanied Fandango, who faced off against John Cena, accompanied by then-girlfriend, the real Nikki Bella. After the fashion police gave tickets to Cena for wearing jorts, the 16-time world champion made quick work of Fandango, laying him out with an attitude adjustment. And when Breeze tried to interfere, he was thwarted by the real Bella, proving that imitation isn't the sincerest form of flattery. Number 10. Chris Jericho as Doink the Clown. As a multiple-time world champion, a best-selling author, and the frontman of Fozzy, Chris Jericho has one of the most recognizable faces in wrestling. But in early 2001, the first-ever undisputed champion tried to hide it as part of his feud with Commissioner William Regal. On the March 26th edition of Raw, which is best remembered for being the simulcast with the final edition of WCW Monday Nitro, Regal would assault Crash Holly before being attacked by Doink the Clown from the crowd. As many fans wondered how Doink had suddenly become an incredible wrestler, it was quickly revealed that it was Jericho behind the makeup, trying to get an edge over his WrestleMania 17 opponent. This strategy certainly paid off, as Jericho was able to keep his Intercontinental title from Regal in the opener of WrestleMania, and was the only superstar that night to retain their gold. Number 9. Edge as Ric Flair. The Rated R superstar has never been afraid to mock his opponents, even if it means making them relive one of the worst times in their lives. In November 2005, Ric Flair was charged with assault and battery after a road rage incident, when a 29-year-old claimed the Nature Boy dented his SUV and had grabbed him by the neck. A dark moment in Flair's life, this was a prime opportunity for Edge to mock his nemesis, dressing as the Nature Boy on the January 2, 2006 edition of Raw. Wearing a blonde wig and robe in the skit, Edge is seen driving before being cut off by a random driver, strangely played by future TNA star Robbie E. Channeling Flair, the irate Edge would drag the future TNA champion from the car before locking him in the dirtiest player in the game's Figure 4 leg lock. Number 8. The Big Show as Hulk Hogan. The Hulkster may not have been a part of the WWE in 2000, but that didn't stop his former employer from making fun of him. When The Big Show was scheduled to team with Kurt Angle to compete for the tag team titles, Angle was worried that Show wouldn't take the opportunity seriously. In Kurt's defense, Show had tried to prove himself as an entertainer, dressing up as both Rikishi and Val Venus in hilarious parodies. After splitting, Angle and Show would meet at Backlash, although the wrestling machine probably wasn't expecting the Showster to show up. Dressed in Hogan's iconic red and yellow and complete with his iconic curtain haircut, Show-A-Mania was running wild as the Giant crushed Angle in under 3 minutes. Number 7. Charlie Haas as Everyone. He may have never had the same success as a singles star as his former partner Shelton Benjamin, but Charlie Haas certainly had fun during his last months with the company. As a generic superstar on a roster of similar stars, Haas needed to do anything to stand out, and did just that in 2008 by parodying former and current stars. Along the way, Haas would dress as the Great Khali, Carlito, John Bradshaw Layfield, MVP, Bret Hart, and even Beth Phoenix in his best efforts to stand out. As a former 3-time tag team champion, everyone knew of Haas's in-ring ability, though the former Team Angle member won a whole lot of fans when he was able to show his comedic chops. Although his various impressions may not have helped him to win too many matches, it did help Haas bag a Slammy Award for his portrayal as the Glamma Haas, though in a category where he was the only nominee. Number 6. The Miz and Maurice as John Cena and Nikki Bella. The Miz prides himself on being the WWE's top movie star, and in early 2017 the former WWE champion proved just how versatile he could be. Teaming with Maurice against John Cena and Nikki Bella, the four were ready to face off at WrestleMania 33, though it was the weeks prior on SmackDown Live that proved the most entertaining. Appearing on the March 21, 2017 edition of SmackDown, the It couple revealed what they claimed to be a lost episode of Cena and Nikki's reality show, Total Bellas. What fans got instead was Miz and Maurice dressed as their WrestleMania opponents, mocking Cena for being reluctant to marry the former Divas champion. Popping a balloon with "The Question" written on it, Miz and Maurice certainly entertained themselves, though these mind games didn't help them in the long run as they would lose to Cena and Nikki at WrestleMania. Number 5. Axel Mania. Curtis Axel may be known by most fans as the son of Mr. Perfect Curt Hennig, but his very best storyline had the third-generation star paying tribute to a different Hall of Famer. After never being properly eliminated from the 2015 Royal Rumble, Axel started his own campaign, saying he was the real winner instead of Roman Reigns, and started the hashtag AxelMania. Taking his campaign to the next level, the former Intercontinental Champion would later dress as Hulk Hogan, rocking the legend's iconic red and yellow. Able to pull off an impressive Hogan impression on the mic, Axel also had the Hulkster's mannerisms down, perhaps because he grew up as part of the business. As if this wasn't weird enough, Axelmania would later partner with Macho Sandow as the incredibly named Meta Powers. While the pair were entertaining together, the team would never hold championship gold, and the Axelmania character was dropped when the real Hogan was fired from the company in 2015. Number 4. AJ Lee as Nikki Bella. Maurice may have done her best Nikki Bella impression in 2017, but she was beaten to it by AJ Lee 3 years earlier. As the reigning Divas champion in 2014, AJ was embroiled in a feud with Nikki, who represented everything she opposed in the women's division. After Brie Bella was dressed as AJ on the previous Raw, Lee played mind games of her own, dressing as Nikki Bella during the November 21st edition of SmackDown. AJ even went so far as to get a special padded costume for her match as Nikki, giving her a more pronounced rear, making the two indistinguishable. This war of mind games would come to a head at Survivor Series, when Brie would help her sister win Lee's Divas Championship in a matter of seconds, kissing AJ to distract her, in a scene reminiscent of Daniel Bryan's title loss at WrestleMania 28. Number 3. Damien Sandow as Everyone. Damien Sandow certainly got himself over with the fans as the stunt double of The Miz, but even before the pair were put together, Sandow was making a name for himself as a master of impersonations. Before settling on Macho Mandow to team with Axel Mania, Sandow would appear on the April 28, 2014 edition of Raw as Magneto, the villain of the X-Men, but found himself coming up short against Wolverine actor Hugh Jackman. Perhaps his best impression, though, came on the June 30, 2014 edition of Raw as Mr. McMahondow, a parody of his boss, Vince McMahon. Dressed in a gray suit and utilizing Vince McMahon's iconic walk to the ring, Sandow certainly made the fans laugh, but drew the ire of Stephanie McMahon. Offended at the disrespect shown to her father, Stephanie ordered Sandow to compete against the Great Khali, as the 7-footer proved that in this instance, brawn beats brains. Number 2. The New Day and the Wyatt Family. There are probably no two stables more different in recent years than the Wyatt family and the New Day. While the Wyatts cemented themselves as masters of darkness led by their leader Bray, the New Day embraced the positivity and optimism of modern life, as well as a whole heaping stack of pancakes. But on the June 27, 2016 edition of Raw, the Booty-O Trio channeled their dark side as they dressed as their opponents. With Xavier Woods as a constantly yaying Luke Harper, Kofi Kingston as the unicorned Eric Rowan, and Big E as Bray, the trio entertained all of their fans, but were cut short by the real Wyatts. Number 1. Degeneration X as the Nation of Domination. While there have been plenty of imposters in WWE, there has been no segment more iconic than when Degeneration X decided to poke fun at the Nation of Domination. With Triple H as the Croc, Road Dogg as Belo, and Billy Gunn as the Godfather, everyone involved certainly had fun, though it was the previously unknown Jason Sensation who stole the show. Parodying Owen Hart, Sensation was perfect as the former tag team champion, making fun of the Canadian's nose with a picture-perfect impression. With the real Nation nowhere to be seen, DX were able to mock the group for as long as they wanted, and created one of the most iconic and hilarious moments in the entire Attitude Era. Well guys, that's our list. Can you think of other times that superstars dressed up to mock other superstars? Leave us a comment below and let us know. If you like this video, don't forget to check out our previous video, 20 recent examples of Vince McMahon getting upset backstage. Also be sure to check out our other high-rated videos by clicking at the upper right-hand corner or down in the description field. If you indeed like this video, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and the bell icon so you don't miss a single new video. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and as always, thank you for watching.